surprising nobody, I'm late on a video. I'm going over Kang mechanics because a few people actually wanted me to do that for some reason. And that means that I had to go record clips, and now I have to talk over them. And setting this up was way more work than I thought it would be, so I never plan on doing this ever again. But yeah. I did want to actually gauge if Kang does damage to your characters, and so a lot of the times I get hit, I promise, are actually intentional. There's probably also a few that aren't, but I'm going to say that they were all intentional. Yeah, okay, so pretty much just to start, he has that 15% ignore damage received, which is, I mean, fine, compared to the 50% reduction in pierce damage received. There we go. That other people have. But that also means that they've made him account for that. So if you don't have really, really, really high pierce, you're gonna get even more, I can't swear, screwed over. So that's not great. Moving on, he's 60 bars, swiping attack, and that, which I managed to somehow dodge both. So that means that you can actually dodge some of his attacks. He did the little sword thing, which, I mean, yeah, it's just a basic, and did a little tiny bit of damage. I mean, this is only on stage 9, so I'm sure it'll scale up, but that wasn't actually horrible. I thought he'd one-shot everywhere. He does another attack, and whatever, I'm doing damage now, so deal with it. And yeah, okay, so at this 51 bars, he goes invincible, immune to damage, whatever, teleports up to the top, and summons a whole bunch of clones with guns. And then they have the purple piercing attack, and if they all land on you, they actually do a lot of damage, so don't get hit by all of them. They do that twice, and then Kang dashes and does more attacks, and then you can do more damage, and there you go. It stops again around 40 bars, he jumps to the middle, and then there's purple rings around him, and it's kind of like the Mephisto one, where after a delay it explodes different rings at a time, so just, don't stand on it while it explodes. And then you'll get him down to 30, and then he does this wonderful thing, teleport to another dimension, and that animation takes so much time that it actually bothers me. So he teleports into 3 different spots. This is the Scarlet Witch field. He also does the Apocalypse one, and also the Ebony Maw one, and I'll get to those in a bit. But yeah, it's RNG, and the Wanda one is for sure the worst and takes the most time, and it's just a pain. But yep, so the lasers come in and run around you, and then you have to go run into a corner. And they do a lot of damage to you, so, don't get hit. Then he's going to go reappear, and then this bar he has for all 3 bosses, or all 3 backgrounds, I guess, phases, however you want to interpret that. And it's like the Ultron thing, where it just ticks down over, when you hit him, so you can do all your skills, you can charge up your 6 and your 7, or you can just use basics, that also works fine, and yeah. Then, only for the Wanda one, while you're hitting him, he does this attack. So you have to go be in, the proper quarter of the arena. And those actually do a lot of damage to you, so don't get hit by those either. And then, sometimes if you're lucky, you don't have to go and deal with the lasers twice. See, he does actually do damage with them. And sometimes he doesn't. And then, yep, you'll break him down, and then very long teleport animation, and then it'll bring you back into the arena. So, second one I'm going is the Apocalypse one. And it's the same thing with the ticking bar at the top. You just have to hit him, doesn't matter how. And then he goes into an iframe, which you still can't hit even with ignore iframe skills, in the middle and shoots a laser beam at you. And don't get hit by the laser beam because you'll take damage. And then he also has the 2 little Apocalypse pylons. You want to kill those because otherwise they do something to you, but I've killed them every time, so I don't actually know what it does. I think it does, he charges up and does an attack or something, or just kill him. So you can do damage to them now, or you can do damage to him when he's not doing the laser. And when he is doing the laser, you can see in the top right one, it's mostly dead already because he can hit them himself when he's doing that attack. So that's actually pretty cool. And yeah, then once you blow them up, just go and try and take the field down, and that's it. Okay, third one is Ebony Maw, or the Ebony Maw Arena. And so, again, same thing, ticking thing. And then iframe, but you still can't hit him. And then he drops the 3 meteors, which you don't want to get hit by because they'll do damage, right there. If you try walking into it, it just bounces you back. You also can't kill them, even though, like, you can technically do damage to it because you can see the little 1. Anyway, so those, like, 3 things appear on the ground, and then he does this little launching thing where he shoots balls of energy or whatever at you, and then you're supposed to just play it by, you know, walking. So that's in between you and Kang, and then it'll hit the meteor thing, and then, yeah. Okay, that's how you can do it, but also you can just, you know, dodge it, and then you're also fine. And that's it for the fancy mechanics on this one. Then you can just go and burst them down again. Okay, after that, you have another 30 bars. He continues to go do sword attacks and whatever. He has this fancy attack, which actually does do damage to you, and then there's a second explosion, which really does damage to you. There's that purple attack, which sends out waves, which also do damage to you, so just don't get hit by him again, and then you'll be fine. You can burst him down, and then you'll end up at, what, like 20 bars left? I think, once it loads. Yeah, close to 20 bars left. And yeah, he summons in another Kang, so you have to go deal with attacks from both of them now. And there's laser beams and whatever orbs and whatever. Ooh, more purple stuff. That's gonna, yo, a whole lot of stuff flying across the screen. And again, you can just burst him down. And then similar to Ultron, he has, come on, there we go. You can't do any more damage to him at like 8 bars left. And he does that animation. And then you have the null, like, final battle thing, where you have to go and do damage. If you don't do damage, you, after, I think it's like 30 seconds, you will get, come on, Kang completely wipes your team, and you get to start over. Come on, I'll find it, I promise. There we go. Come on. There we go. Completely wipes your team, and you get screwed. But yeah, during it, it's pretty much the only purple attack, I think. It was just that little slamming wall thing, and then just a whole bunch of red attacks, so you should be fine, I think, maybe? Oh, nope, there is another purple attack. Anyway, yeah, just don't get hit by him and do damage. Just like all the other bosses. That's all I have to say. This was probably horribly put together, and, yeah. Well, have fun.